Lots of times when we learn Torah, we learn it from what's written inside. We read it, we study it, we compare it to other places, and then we study from it. Sometimes what we learn, though, comes just from what is not written inside. So the Torah gives us a long list of animals that one should not eat. They are considered not pure. If we eat them, we would be defiled. So it's really a long list. I'm not going to repeat it now. It could be the owl. It could be the hare. It might be the vulture, the pelican. It's a long list. And by the way, when talking about the hare, my daughter was born this week 14 years ago, and I was looking for a name for her and couldn't find any name for a girl in this parsha. So my husband tells me, would you like to call her a hare? Well, for sure, I didn't call her that. I did call her the name that was in the Haftarah, but this week we're not reading this Haftarah because this week is Parashat Parah 2. So we read the Haftarah of Parashat Parah, which is a totally different Haftarah, but the Haftarah for Parashat Shemini is with Michal, and my daughter's name is Michal. Anyway, the Torah goes by and talks about all of the list, and then it said you should not eat it, because if you would eat them, all this long list, you would defile yourself. Then, next verse, Hashem says, because I am Hashem, your God, so you should sanctify yourself, and you would be holy. So when we compare the two languages in the two verses, we see that it says if you would defile yourself, but there is no continuous part that says you defile yourself, you would be defiled. But then the next verse, if you sanctify yourself, you would be holy. So where is that part missing? Why is that part missing? Then our sages, Chazal, told us that when someone comes and wants to commit a sin, then there is a free choice. So he could commit it. When he comes to do it, Hashem kind of opens a gate and lets him, you want to go there? You want to take the wrong way? Well, you're welcome. You can go there. But if someone wants to make a mitzvah to sanctify himself, then Hashem is not only opening the gate for him, but also taking him along and helping him on the way. So here lies this understanding. When you defile yourself, you are not necessarily be defiled, because you defiled yourself, but then doesn't mean that there is a heavenly help for you to defile yourself, because there is not. So you might just go there, but you can't go on and defile yourself more and more. It doesn't mean you would be defiled forever. But if you go on the right way, if you sanctify yourself, then you could be holy. And then there is another clue here. It goes only in Hebrew, but I would explain. The word you would defile yourself. You would defile yourself. It's venitmetem. It's a word that contains the letter Aleph, first letter of the alphabet. Yet, when you check how it's written in the Torah, no Aleph there. So it sounds the same because the Aleph is not being read anyway, but it's written different. So where did the Aleph go? Aleph is one, and it represents God. It represents Hashem. Hashem says, if you defile yourself, if you choose to eat those things and defile yourself, then I'm not there. I'm not part of it. Shabbat Shalom.